Hey, good morning, Roll Gang, and welcome on in to a fresh episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. I am your host, Processor Sky, joined by my beautiful co-host, Rachel, the authentic Rach.
We'll see.
Miss Authentic Rach, guess what? She found the Instagram handle Authentic Rach. We were looking through all the Instagram handles, everything's taken. Like Life of Rach, Life of Rachel.
What's wrong with just having your name?
Authentic Rachel.
What's wrong with just my name?
It's just a little boring, It's just a little boring. We just need a little bit of juice from you,
I liked mine, but...
You liked it?
We'll try a new era.
We'll try a new chapter, as we always do, because change is inevitable. But one thing that never changes is session with the Roll Gangsters every weekday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. Even that did change, though. We started at 8 a.m. About a year and a half ago, and then we moved it to 9 a.m. And now we sit here 10 a.m. Pacific, oozing with energy.
Pretty good time.
Yeah.
Oozing with energy and coffee.
Love.
We're just living life.
Living the life of the Weekday Wake and Bake. Shout out to all the Weekday Wake and Bake's very own Roll Gangsters tuning in on all the streaming platforms. Absolutely love to sesh with you guys every weekday morning. Today is Terpene Tuesday Reviews Day, which means we get to break down some of the latest and greatest products from the Las Vegas cannabis market and give it a complete review and
unbiased review, just a straight up review from someone who loves everything about this and someone that
is pretty new to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a perfect setup because, we have a lot of people tuning in, I'm sure, that are like lifelong stoners, been consuming cannabis, this amazing plant, for years. But there's also people like the stigma on cannabis is changing. People who are sick are like, okay, can cannabis help me feel better? And, because of the new information that's constantly being released, there's people a lot like Rachel who's new to the cannabis industry, but super committed to trying to help use cannabis as a driving force of love and feeling good, So really, whether you're a tried and true cannabis consumer or a little bit novice to this magical industry, love to cater to you guys a brand new review. And today we've got some absolute fire. Rachel's gonna tell you what it's called.
This is Rhythm.
Oh yeah, Rhythm is a cannabis brand, the cultivator. And what's the cultivar that we will be judging this morning?
GSC crossed.
Yeah.
All I have to see is French toast, and I'm like, yeah, let me try that.
GSC, Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, but French toast.
Both of them. I mean, this
okay,
honestly.
but here's the thing. What Girl Scout cookie is it?
Yeah.
Is it a Thin Mint? Is it a Samoa?
It's 100% Thin Mints. So the original Girl Scout cookies is called Thin Mint cookies, and GSC, that's crossed with French toast, which I've never smoked any French toast, but I mean, this is the best packaging in the cannabis market here in Las Vegas.
I don't know if this is a real part of it or not, but I like on the bottom of this jar, it's almost as if the glass magnifies it in a way.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen that on any other ones. It was the first thing I noticed when the bud tender showed it.
It's like really cool. I think it's called a Magna jar.
Maybe.
It as a magnifying window for you to be able to view your herbs before you buy the cannabis. Yeah, you want to crack it open?
I'm just feeling it. It feels very luxurious.
It does.
You know, like it feels.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Feels like it could be like some Charlotte Tilbury magic cream.
Yeah, some creams. Maybe once we're done with the 8th, you can use the jar to put some
Right.
put a tube of cream in. You ready to crack it open? Yeah. Let's get into this reviews day. So the first segment of every Terpene Tuesday Reviews Day is the bag appeal. 20% of the score out of 100 that we are going to give this flower is before we smoke it. So we're going to look at the nug structure, we're going to smell it, and give you guys our rating out of 5 on the bag appeal of this flower. Man, it's not like that sweet of a smell. It's got that like rich, decadent cookies smell. I'm definitely getting like hints of like whiskey, if you will, like Jack Daniel's glaze. Some like syrupy goodness, you know what I mean?
Okay, I smell the syrupy.
Yeah. It's like very like thick and like not fruity at all, right? You don't detect
I was gonna say I smell limonene a little bit.
You smell a little limonene?
And it is there.
Well, yeah, it's tough to detect sometimes. I don't really smell any
I don't know, I'm getting
lemony.
Like citrusy vibes, kind of.
Citrusy vibes. I'm not getting any. I'm getting more like it's like a OG Kush vibes. Very stony is the adjective that a lot of my bud tender coworkers used to describe something super pungent smelling. I mean, it's got that face squinching, like very similar to French toast. You know, flaky, decadent, rich, syrupy. You know? A little herbal. It's very dank cannabis. Honestly, the smell is amazing. Density, nug structure, coloration, bounce, check. This fucking nug is weed porn. This is weed porn right here. Absolutely masterful from the homies over at Essence. Producing this Rhythm. Rhythm is a GTI company. Yeah, from Rise Dispensary, that's right. So GTI, Green Thumb Industries owns Essence, Rise, Rhythm, like literally Chiba Chew. So many fucking unbelievable companies, but super excited to try their house flower. The bud tender we had recommended this French toast crossed with Girl Scout cookies to try. So what's our pre-smoke judgment on it? Like, what out of 5 would you give that strain based on the aroma, density, nug structure? Just pre-smoke judgment, if you will. While I roll up.
I think it looks beautiful. For sure. I mean, so
it looks beautiful.
It does. It really does. It looks really beautiful. It has a really pleasant smell. You know, it's not like if you smell this, you'd be like, oh, who's smoking? You know, it's like,
yeah.
Damn, that smells good.
Yeah, it's a nice aroma.
Yeah. So
it's a little subtle.
I would give it pretty high.
Me too. I'd give it a 5. So a 5 out of 5 per the RSRS is seemingly perfect. Like nothing you're going to pull out is going to be like, wow, that's perfect. But I mean, if you were smoking it by looking at it, this would be getting
really
you.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's just great packaging too. Like they do a great job all around. So I think a 5 is well deserved.
5, very fitting for it. Packaging, no, not really a spot on the RSRS. Maybe we should give a point to packaging every once in a while, but honestly, we're judging the product within the packaging. So I'm really fucking excited to use my handy dandy rolling spoon to help me roll this up, but let's get the show going officially while I roll up this dime of some Girl Scout cookies crossed with French toast by Rhythm to judge on the show per your RSRS. But before we get on into the judgment, and while I roll up, my beautiful co-host going to tell you guys about what makes the Wake and Bake possible and help out the Roll Gangsters along the way.
So, shout out to one of the sponsors of the show, Oaksterdam University, first ever cannabis college, a great place to go. Get all of your cannabis knowledge, and to get your foot into the budding industry, you can use promo code Rolling Spoon for 10% off of your tuition, aka like a little scholarship. Sam likes to call it. Yeah, you can use it on any of the courses that they have available. So make sure to keep that in the back of your mind. And then, of course, the Handy Dandy Cannabis Multi-Tool, the Rolling Spoon, helps you seal the deal by rolling a dime every single time. And that is what Samuel is doing right now.
Yep. The Rolling Spoon is really the main character of Terpene Tuesday Reviews Days, because every Tuesday we roll up a joint of a strain that we're trying to judge. And if I were to not roll the same joint, the same exact joint that I rolled last week, then we would be giving both of those strains a disservice. You know what I mean? The roll that I am currently performing cannot have any effect on the performance of the cannabis. You know, if I roll shitty and we give it a shitty score, it's really on me as a roller. So, got to give a major shout out to my handy dandy rolling spoon today. Every weekday morning, using the rolling spoon to roll a dime every time, but especially special on Terpene Tuesday strain reviews, because it helps me to keep the review joints copacetic. We've got to be able to smoke the same joints and have that not be a factor when it comes to the judgment. So, shout out the Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Tool, helping me dime up this perfect joint. Same exact style that we smoke every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific here on the Weekday Wake and Bake. We are going to smoke one today containing... what fucking flavor we got?
Girl Scout cookie crossover with French toast.
Girl Scout cookie crossover with French toast. I am going to insert this filter so that my beautiful girl doesn't get any scoobs.
Girl Scout cookie French toast. Like, what if that was a real thing?
Oh my god, like actually in real life making French toast with Girl Scout cookies?
Well, like with maybe crushed up ones on top, like instead
of like...
oh my
god.
I don't know. There's some French toasts that you can just like completely sugar out. And I feel
no,
like
that's
that
a
would
crazy
be a completely
good idea.
Sugared out one, but...
That sounds amazing.
You should do that with a joint in it and served.
Some Girl Scout cookies crossed with French toast.
Yeah.
Served with some Girl Scout cookies crossed with French toast.
Exactly.
I actually love that idea. So we don't have the Girl Scout cookies French toast
on
toast
right now,
but we do have the Girl Scout cookies crossed with French toast. And we're about to get toasted off it, I hope. Absolutely toasted. So we gave it a 5 out of 5 on the pre-smoke judgment. Absolutely nothing to dock a point, honestly. So now we're going to get on into the flavor, ash color, throat hit, and the definitive judgments, which is basically the effects based on the numbers, the burn time, etc. Let's get this thing sparked.
When you cough.
It's a smooth one. Oh my god, I love it. Oh fuck. I actually really like it. Did you do the taste thing? I like to smack my lips whenever I exhale during the taste segment. I feel like it helps me to discern the flavor of the smoke a little better. Let me try. The last one, the throat hit. Oh, dreamy. You know what? I do taste a little limonene now. Limonene.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
It's got like a little bit of tartness. A little bit of zest mixed in with the rich, pungent flavor of the smoke. I mean, a very, very much a cookies strain. So I've smoked hundreds of cookies strains. I would have been able to tell you this is a Girl Scout cookies cross. Like, it smokes super stony, subtle on the herbal smell. This French toast cross must give it a little touch of sweetness.
I was going to ask if you can taste the French toast since you know what Girl Scout cookie is.
Honestly, it's a great fucking flavor. It's a great fucking flavor. No hempiness to it at all. Kind of subtle, right? Like, it's not like it's a punch in the face with some kind of pungent flavor, but
It's like enjoyable, you know?
yeah.
It doesn't taste too much like actual smoke when you're smoking it. Like, it has a bit of flavor and it's a little diverse and
A little swag to it, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead. What do you think? Like, 4 out of 5 on the taste?
yeah.
Because it's not like there's something like, oh my god, oranges to the face or wood chips to the face. Like,
Yeah.
there's no like discernible flavor. It's very pungent and enjoyable, but subtle. A nice
Very
little
subtle.
4 out of 5 on the flavor. It's not like creme de la creme, like a 5 out of 5. A 4 denotes delicious. It really is. It's nice. It's delish, for sure.
Definitely delish.
Yeah, not like holy fuck, but I love the flavor. So next up, we've got the ash color, and honestly, it's very light relative to normal. It's definitely not a 5. We're probably between a 4 and a 3. That cookies and cream 3 that Rachel founded on the Weekday Wake and Bake. Yeah, that was I honestly really like that for ash color judgment. I kind of think this fits in. No?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a little darker than the one that I had originally said, like cookies and cream on.
Yeah.
But
A little more cookies than cream on this one.
yeah.
But
More
it's not like dark. You know what I mean?
No,
We
no,
can't
no,
give
no.
it a 2.
No, I'm not saying it's dark all around. I'm just saying a little darker than the one that was originally cookies and cream.
Yeah. Really nice ash color. Not like black, not dark, not cloud color or whipped cream color.
Yeah.
Right smack in the middle. A 3
Yeah.
out of 5 on the ash color.
Perfect.
Feel good about that?
Feel good.
Me as well. All right, last but certainly not least in the out of 5 judgments, we got the throat hit. Probably my fucking favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this hits super clean, super satisfying, very potent. I'm like really enjoying the sensation I get in the back of my throat and my chest whenever I consume this. You know, I have very high, like, the pinch transfers to medicine. Like, I know about the medicinal benefits that I receive after feeling a throat hit similar to this. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like, for me personally, and this is like a very subjective topic, is throat hit. But I'm going to give it a 5. You know, this is the perfect throat hit for me. I absolutely love the way that this feels when I'm ripping it. But yeah, 5 out of 5 on the throat hit for me. What do you think
I agree.
when taking a rip? Is it like a satisfying smack? Is it like a ruthless smack? It doesn't like hurt, does it?
It's very smooth.
It's smooth.
Like, it doesn't feel like prickly coming back. You know that feeling?
Some shit feels like sharp coming back out of your throat.
It feels really, really smooth. Just like pure.
Like you're not running from the medicine. It's not like there's nothing. But
No, you can definitely still feel it a little bit, but it's just very smooth, especially on the coming back out part. So I would give it a 5.
yeah, a smooth and satisfying smack. You can just tell it was grown clean.
Yeah.
None of that hempy taste or any of that chemically bullshit, you know, ripping us apart. It was a very satisfying throat hit.
Definitely.
And last but not least, our final segment, the definitive judgments, is where we take into account the burn time, the effects, and then we try to dive into the THC percentage, terp profile, and see if it came through in the smoke. So definitely a sufficient burn time. This is unbelievable, actually. We have half a joint left, and we've been splitting it. Like, this is a really sufficient burn time. The effects, very illuminating. Like, it's definitely not giving me the jumpy energy. Like, I'm not about to jump up and clean the house right now by any means. But my brain is lucid. I feel like I'm seeing things clearly, and it's helping me to, it may be a great decision-making strain, creativity boosting. You know, if you're an artist of some sort, writing music, creating content, any type of artist, I think this would be a very great strain to bring out some creativity and energy while not making you jittery.
For me, I feel like it's very calming. You know, like, I am the first one to admit doing this show makes me nervous a lot of the times. And it's nice to, like, try to face that every day. But this, I don't know, it's just, like, making me, like, forget that the camera's there. Kind of. But, like,
it's relaxing.
Still, yeah, like, I just feel very relaxed.
I like that. Are you experiencing, like, sedative? Is it putting you to sleep or just relaxing you?
I think that's difficult to say just because it's in the morning and, like, I'm already a little, like, sleepy groggy when I get up. But I don't feel like I could go to sleep right now. Like, I don't feel like it's putting me to sleep or anything. I just feel, like, calm.
Calm.
You know? Like, not...
Maybe around a fortnight.
Maybe that would... Yeah, like, I'm just,
yeah.
like... And, I mean, I guess I'm a little giggly.
Yeah, for sure. That's the limonene popping off. You see in there, for sure.
But yeah, really good. I really enjoy it.
And then let's do the tell-all now. So,
okay.
Like, probably in the mid to high 20% range. I'm lost on the terpenes. Rachel said she took a look at it.
I saw the first one. Well, I just said that because I thought I smelled something. So all I know
and
is...
you peeped it to...
But I only looked
like
at that
that you
one.
did that.
I only looked at that one.
Like, you smelled it first, and you wanted to make sure you smelled what you smelled. So
because I'm a noob at this, you know?
No, that's a good move.
I wanted to, like, you know, it's like reinforcing it, you know?
That's
like,
a great
making
word.
sure, like,
that's
that
the
is
word.
exactly what I'm smelling.
Yeah. You reinforce, you smelled it, you wanted to reinforce it, you looked, and you did. Mm-hmm. So there's some limonene in here. And I will say, on your behalf, I definitely detect the limonene in the smoke more than the smell. In fact, it may be the dominant terpene, you know. I'm not detecting myrcene. I'm not detecting that much caryophyllene even, which is really, really shocking. I'm kind of lost on the terpene profile. Maybe it means there's low numbers, but the flavor, it had its own subtle swag.
Yeah, definitely. It was really enjoyable. I mean, we know that I'm not necessarily particularly a flower person. I tend to go more for concentrates. So this is one that I would go ahead and roll up my own joint of and smoke. It's really good.
This is real top shelf.
So what is it? Give us the...
Yeah, we got 21.8% THC.
That's good.
0.5% of CBG. Maybe a little bit of that relaxation factor that's That's 5 milligrams per gram. So a little bit of CBG in there. Limonene popping off at 6 milligrams per gram. Myrcene at 3 and a linalool at 3. Love the terp profile.
Shocking, yeah.
No caryophyllene. This may be the first strain that we're reviewing with absolutely no caryophyllene listed in the top 3.
It's Girl Scout cookies and French toast for you, I guess.
Unique, subtle swag. It says it right on the packaging, basically. What I will say is it smokes a lot more potent than 21%. I would recommend a 21% strain to somebody who's not smoked before. I would not recommend this strain to someone who has not smoked before. You know what I mean? This is heavier than 21.8%. Really stony smoke. The Rhythm French Toast Girl Scout cookies, a
Really
very
good.
surprisingly satisfying experience. I'm gonna, what's your, what would you say out of 20 based on the whole experience?
I'd give it a 20. Honestly, like I had nothing to
Nothing
sit
to
on.
dock.
Like
Honestly,
even look right now, like the smoke's coming up the top and it's coming out the bottom. Like it was like perfect.
the heavy smoke coming out the bottom too, as Rachel
Yeah,
points out.
I just think it's a great product, great flower, and it was rolled really nicely. You know that always plays a part in it. So
It does.
Should we
Rolled the same,
add
though.
points in for you?
Yeah, well, I for my roll,
Yeah.
it should be the same every
Yeah.
that's my, I try to make them the same every
I
day.
know.
The weed is the superstar in this one. Like this flower really,
Definitely.
like as you can tell, like these are the joint papers we use. I like to do these on the show a lot, but like, ooh, it's my hands are a little sticky, but oh no. I don't know. I just wanted to prove, like, a joint paper is nothing. You know what I mean? And the real only thing in this smoke is a log of cannabis.
Yeah.
And I rolled up the same log in the same paper at the same size and the same density, just so that we can make sure that we give the proper judgment to these flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And when I created the RSRS, the Rolling Spoon Rating Scale, the definitive judgment section takes in the accuracy of the testing report, the effects, and the burn time. Effects, I can't dock it. The burn time, sensational. And the only real thing I can say is it smokes more potent than 21%. The presence of CBG, awesome. The terpene profile, awesome. I'm gonna give it a 19 for me. I'm right up there with Rachel. My 1 point docking is because it smokes better than a 21% strain. And you know,
That's fair. Yeah.
yeah, I really fucking enjoyed the smoke. I rarely give a 19 on the definitive judgments. It's an extreme score on the definitive judgment section
It
here on the
definitely
Weekday
is, but
WWnB.
I think it's deserving. So
Me as well. So Rachel's gonna give one last shout out to all the roll gangsters tuning in and the awesome sponsors of the show while I try to tally up the score for French Toast crossed with Girl Scout cookies by Rhythm.
yeah, so once again, shout out to Oaksterdam University. Don't forget about that promo code Rolling Spoon for 10% off of your tuition. And I think you can also apply that to anything, any purchase online, whether that's if you just want to get some, I know this isn't Oaksterdam, but you know, you can get some
It's in
Oaksterdam,
Oakland.
yeah, but you can get some Oaksterdam merch or something if that's more your style. Yeah, the Rolling Spoon for 10% off, one word. And then, of course, shout out to the Rolling Spoon for basically being the reason why we're here today. Helping us roll a perfect dime for this episode.
And
And-
every episode
Cut me off.
at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Well, more like 10:10.
Yeah.
Think about it. By the time we sit down, do everything, get it started, it's more like 10:10 is when the joint is being rolled.
Yeah, 10:10 we spark up.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, do you guys want to know the score out of 100 on the RSRS? We've got a contender here this morning.
Okay.
For real.
What is it?
So, we've got 5 points is worth 20. 4s are worth 15. 3s are worth 10. Those are the ones we've got today. And then you add in the definitive judgments. So 5 points on the throat hit and the pre-smoke judgment. One of the most beautiful flowers we've smoked. That's 20 and 20, bringing us to 40. The 3 points on the ash color adds in 10 points, getting us halfway to 100, sitting pretty at 50. Add in the 15 points for the 4 out of 5 on the flavor, bringing us to 65. And then Rachel gave it a 20, I gave it a 19. We'll give it a 19 and a half. Add 19 and a half to 65, and you get a final score of 84 and a half. A whopping, mind-numbing 84 and a half. This Rhythm French Toast Girl Scout cookies is officially no joke.
Really good, honestly. I think it's deserving of that 84.5. And remember, like, that's really, really good.
Oh, it's dumb good. Yeah, so 100 to 90, it really actually never happens. Those are considered world class. But the very next one is elite. Mm-hmm. If you're between 90 and 80, you're some of the world's finest cannabis. Elite cultivation, an absolutely elite product, in my opinion. Like, smoked as good as it looked, 100%. Gotta give credit where credit is due. The fucker is amazing. That fucking shit burnt like a dream.
Great job, Rhythm.
Great job, Rhythm. Great job, Rachel. And
great job, Samuel.
And all the Roll Gangsters. Absolutely love session with y'all every weekday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. Because as it is, stoner law, we are blessed to have a woke. So we are blessed to have a smoke together. Recollect, collect our thoughts and our emotions. And then after the show, we have a brand new slate of a beautiful day to go out and get after it. Spreading love, spreading pot, spreading vibes, and lots of smooches. Mwah!
Have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for sports. I'm excited. Ooh. I love sports, so
let's go.
We'll have fun.
Your Stony Sports Report tomorrow at 10 a.m.